Oksana, tell us about something.
I'm listening, actually.
Tell me about the Tatiana's questions. What usually these questions considering? I mean, according what maybe the last two interesting questions which she asked, or this question should be always connected with the sharing screen.
Yes, it was questions about JavaScript tasks when we had in Code Wars, and we doing some functions, and she didn't understand something. She always didn't understand something, so we usually explain.
Didn't, or everyone.
She always. So we all together explained her.
So you're good in explanation.
I don't think so. We've got some people who do it better.
I mean, if you explain Tatiana something and she didn't or doesn't understand, it's one question. But if she understands, I mean, if she understood, it means that you're good in explanation. I mean, if she doesn't pretend that she understood.
I don't know, because we all together try to explain her. And one by one, and but at least she understood.
How can you check that she really understands, that she's not?
I don't know. She told us, okay, I get it.
Because sometimes people say I understand or understood because they don't want to show someone that she or he doesn't really understand. I remember by myself.
But it was, when it passed 20 minutes and everyone was explaining her something easy, and when 20 minutes is passed and she said, I get it, we think, okay, let's move ahead.
But how do you think? Did she really get it, or because she was thinking that it's 20 minutes left, everybody considered only about her problems, nobody can move further because of her, and she maybe feel herself stressed, or I don't know, frustrated?
I don't know because it's her
mind.
It's her business.
It's her business.
Yeah, you can say it's her business, or it is her concern.
No, it's her concern. So, but I remembered her.
So the girl who asked the question.
Yes.
Question girl, I got you.
A lot of questions.
That's good, I guess. No? Is that how do you think, Anna, Oksana? Is that good to ask a lot of questions, or it's better to be more shy?
No, it's good to ask a lot of questions.
I actually would say I'm in favor of questions in any way. I think if we have a lot of questions, we can have many answers. Actually, I like when people ask questions, and I try to do it also if I don't understand. But I think there's a kind of word here, because sometimes when we try to study programming, we want to understand ourselves. And for me, this is actually the question when I should ask them, or should I look for it in the internet, for example? And sometimes I understand that I'm trying to find out something myself instead of asking someone. And sometimes actually for me it's too long. I'm just very curious, and I understand that I lose my time.
But the rule about 20 minutes, if you can't find any material,
I know.
In 20 minutes you should ask, because the time is passing and your work is still at the same position.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's very useful idea, but I can't get used to do it.
Maybe I will do the same as you, because I'm only on my words, so smart.
You know, actually, I have a colleague who is very smart, and I'm learning his ideas and so on. I'm trying. Well, he's kind of teacher for me, and when I do some task, I'm trying to understand myself, because I want to, you know, do the best, because he is my, you know, he is my teacher. Mm-hmm. And I understand that actually this kind of trick, because I spend too much time sometimes just to understand it myself. And I'm trying not to ask him until the last my thought. And actually it's a good way, because many things I understand myself. But if we could say something about real job, I mean, not in my field now, I think it's not very useful, and I'm trying actually to overcome it.
Can you give any examples?
Examples? Well, for example, I had a task to rewrite a piece of code. It's C++ was. We had a kind of a small program, and I knew how to do it, because I just need to do it on the standard. So I shouldn't create new code. I just need to make it in order. And I had some points which didn't work, but I decided not to ask him. And I think I spent 2 days when I tested it until it worked one of the ways. But it wasn't the right way, but he was very impressed that I could manage it, you know. It worked finally. But it wasn't not the best way at all, and I lost 2 days. So
but you were proud of yourself, yes?
Yes. But I was very proud, but I mean, it's not very useful for the team and for
because you lose your time.
Yes. I could ask him. I could ask him early, and actually, it was the task which I couldn't guess. I mean, it was a point I couldn't guess. He knew more, and he even not try to correct me. He just say, "Oh, I'm sorry, you don't know it, and I should rewrite it early." You know, it was his mistake.
Mm-hmm.
So I think yes, you should ask. Actually, it's better to ask.
Where's that line when you're asking too much questions?
Where is that line?
Yeah, where's that border when you ask too much? I mean, I remember that we have a guy who asking too much questions, and after 10 minutes, everybody in the class were exhausted, and I would say not frustrated, but they were kind of angry that he is everywhere. I mean, teacher starts, he stops and asks the question. She only starts, he's once again, it looks like he's not really asking the question, but he wants to be a kind of,
I don't like those people.
Because attention, I think they like attention.
Yes, because when you watch, for example, our videos from JavaScript, when Yulia is trying to give us a new material, and there are a lot of people who just ask silly questions, or the questions on which Yulia will answer a little bit further. They just interrupt her, and she couldn't. When she answered, she couldn't find the way where she stopped, where she was telling us a new material. So she need to.
Do you want to say that she lose her thought, right?
Her mind, her thought, yes. So she lose her thought. Ну, в общем, нить разговора. Как это?
Key.
The thread, actually,
Key.
as far as the
Key idea.
key.
Key, ключевая.
Key idea. So she lose
As
key
far
idea.
as I remember, you can say the
key
thread.
Key idea or key point.
So it's very annoying when you watching such videos with a lot of questions, silly questions, and just question by question, and
Question for question, right?
yes, and the theme of this subject is not very не вся раскрыта.
Open? Раскрыто.
Да, ну то есть она не полностью ее раскрыла.
Explain. Explain.
Ну то есть она начинает нам сейчас.
She did not explain completely.
Yes, the theme is not completely explained, and we have some ограниченное время. Limited time for the lecture, and she didn't.
In Russian.
Успевать.
Успевает?
Успевает, да.
She couldn't be on time.
So she couldn't be on time for explaining a new theme for us.
Как такового глагола успевать я не помню, чтобы был.
Ну, что-то у меня в голове. Сначала так хорошо шла, потом сбилась, и все.
Потому что оно еще мысль идет на русском, и просто идет быстрый перевод. А потом уже, когда, пройдет. Чуть-чуть побольше, и все.
Keep up, успевать. Keep up.
Yeah. I couldn't keep up. Еще что-то с in pace есть какая-то.
Еще можно, наверное, сказать catch up.
Да, тоже catch up. So what about you? Do you like such videos when everyone is asking questions? Оксан?
Actually, I'm watching it on the big speed.
Are you watching it in a big speed too?
Yeah, sure. Sometimes I set about 2 times more than it is. It is. Actually, I'm not so. I'm not angry on these people, but sometimes I feel that some people want attention, and for me, it's just it. I think that it people can really quickly understand why it's happening, and usually teachers or students try to interrupt it.
Not always.
So yeah, so I'm actually not really bothered because of that, but I can imagine that it could be very confusing, and the listener could be very angry because of that.
What do you say about me? I mean, in my group, a lot of students, a lot of my classmates, until the half of the course, were thinking that I'm that person, that I want to be I'm kind of showing off with the questions. They didn't really understand that I don't need this attention. I'm just asking because I don't understand. Because you see, the way how I communicate, that's my fault, of course. I used to interrupt people. I mean, I don't know where is it coming from. I'm trying to, to fix myself. I'm trying to do something with myself. But, it's inside. It just goes out. Sometimes I'm just trying to mute my microphone that you don't, because even while you are speaking right now, I'm sometimes, have something to say and I just mute it.
I know about, do you know about 4 types of people, 4 colored types of people by Schrader?
I have no idea.
Do you know? If you want, I can tell you. You are a blue one. There is 4 colors: yellow people, red, blue, and green. So yellow people like to hugs. They like to help each other. They can do more for other people than for themselves. But it's hard for them to make some decisions. For example, red people, they are like leaders. They can make decisions for themselves. They are like a train, go fast and further. And they some kind of головы вылетело сейчас.
По-русски.
Да, вот само слово по-русски как раз и вылетело из головы. Они как будто меркантильные немного. Как это будет?
Chase or...
Я не знаю, что такое меркантильный.
Ну, то есть, знаешь, когда ты что-то делаешь, и такой думаешь, что мне за это будет?
Можно сказать, что они гонятся за выгодой.
Эгоист?
Да. Ну, почти, да. Ну, окей, ладно.
Chasing for benefits, I think you can say.
Chasing for benefits, okay. So it's kind of a red people.